Right.
So like there is a time where indie will have to sign to a major. There's a time where indie won't never have to sign to a major. There's a time when a major will get dropped and now he has a name for himself and he can be indie. So it's a lot of scenarios this can go.
Real nigga radio. One of the biggest obstacles artists face in the music game is access. Getting access to the people that can make it happen, or access to the information and resources you need to get to the next level. That's the key. That's why you need two of the biggest in the game on your side. Introducing J.R. McKee, Boomman. Welcome to the real industrial plug. You heard me?
Man, let me go ahead and start off. You know, obviously, J.R. McKee, Boomman, still booming.
You already know, man. Authentic or nothing.
Oh, my bad. We got special guests today. B Rich, one of the biggest in the game. One of the people who was in it before I was in it. I got to watch him work. B Rich responsible for B.O.B., Kevin Gates, Big Javi, Slime Life Shorty, Lil Darius now. You know what I'm saying? So that means he been
Obama.
that means he been doing it since B.O.B., which was, you know, how many years ago was that? When he started? Like when y'all first?
We started 2006 October.
2006 to 2022, still breaking artists, real motherfucking industry plugs. You understand what I'm saying? Still breaking
legend
artists,
in the
man.
building.
Legend in the building, man. And listen, B Rich has been wanting to chime in on this subject for so long, and I'm like, B, like just let us do it in person, bro. I need to be able to feel that energy. I knew he was gonna come with the energy. But look, before we get started, I'm gonna start with the first topic. You know what I mean? Because the producer, she don't want me veering off track. But trust and believe, B Rich, we gonna get into that conversation.
Hey, let me say something real quick.
Okay, here we go.
I know you got a format. First, I want to say shout out to JR. I've been seeing JR come around. He used to be at my studio with K Camp.
Yeah.
And we actually tried to get JR to come on our team when we had Defiant. And then I want to shout out Boomman. I met Boomman in Valdosta. We came down there, stopped by a shop, man, and look at you now, bro. I'm
Appreciate
proud of
you,
bro. So
thank
proud
you,
of both
thank
of
you.
y'all.
Who hasn't tried to hire JR? We all done tried to hire JR. I had to do a podcast with him just to get close to him.
Listen, man, Ray, you got that topic? It's in here. Listen, man, we all been at it for a very long time, man, and we all still here, man. Hey, listen, I don't know if that's B Rich Phantom outside, but I seen it when I pulled it up. And I said, you know what? I said, nah, no, we got a plug in the building for sure. Damn, Raven, I don't see it, man. I don't see it. But since I don't see it, let's start with what B Rich want to get into. Because I know B Rich been itching about this.
So look, we was in I think we was in California. It was me, Martell. That's my business partner. We call IGM. And Lil Darius, and you was on with Ray. And I was like, oh, let me chime in. Y'all got the let me chime. You know, Ray, my nigga. Like we've been going back and forth, man, since 2004 or 5 with this shit. So like, you know, we was in competition with Rock City and B.O.B. We was on the open mic scene. We was trying to goddamn stomp each other out, but it's still love. And look at us now. So you know,
right.
But I just wanted to chime in on what y'all was talking about. Y'all was on Boom's head. I had to goddamn come defend him. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, let's preface it. So what we were talking about was staying independent versus going major. And I got to stop saying staying independent. Let's say starting independent is taking it as far as you can go before you tap into the majors. And so me and Boom have been having this argument for months.
You ain't finna change the narrative like that.
For months.
No, hold on. You is not finna change the narrative like that.
Listen, people, collect your paper first. Don't let them take off.
You see how you just
go
did
ahead,
that?
Boom. I'm gonna let you.
You see how you
it's
just
your
did that,
reading
B Rich?
I'm gonna let you.
No, you see how you just did that, B Rich?
Hey, JR.
No, we gonna stay independent until you have to go to the next level. No, you said stay independent. There's no need to sign a deal. That's what you're stand on your shit.
All right. I will say this. since Boom forcing me to say it,
Say
I
it.
don't have to sign a deal. And there are other people out there like
You're
me
not an artist.
who don't have to sign it. Yeah, but I'm
You're
working
not
with the
an
artists. I'm
artist.
working directly with the artists.
No.
We don't have to sign a deal anymore.
No.
There's nothing the major can do for me besides what Boom want them to do is be the
He
bank.
talking
But
about
there's
me.
more
He's
banks
not
out
the
here.
artist.
There's more
Look,
banks
look,
out here
look.
besides the three
Look,
majors.
You're
Hold
not
on,
the
hold on.
artist.
Hold on.
All right, go ahead, B-Rich. I'm sorry. We just had to preface it.
It's something for everyone, man. Like JR, you got your thing. Boom, you got your thing.
For
Everybody's
sure.
successful at what they do. It's a piece for everybody.
Right.
So like, there is a time where indie will have to sign to a major. There's a time where indie won't never have to sign to a major. There's a time when a major will get dropped and now he has a name for himself and he can be indie. So it's a lot of scenarios this can go. But like I would say like this. If you got that bread and you know what you're doing, just hire the right team,
Drop
build
a
that shit
bomb.
up, and then you could probably stay independent if it pop off.
Because that's what I said.
Yeah, but it's some people that have just a certain amount of bread, and or some people that don't want to deal with the headache. They want to build it up, sell it off, and go that way, go that route. But shit, in my case right now with Lil Darius, shit, we got bread.
Yeah.
We got them doing our thing, but shit, we about to sign to a major because we think the major gonna take them to the next levels, and I like what we teaming up with, and I
Yeah.
want to do that.
Be
Yeah.
rich. I thought you was here to help me, man.
Hey,
You
man,
making it worse.
I'm making it worse. 'Cause-
Okay, listen. Let me say this.
So like you were needed. So
No, I get it.
what I got upset, what I wanted to chime in about was the open mics. I feel like open mics are important for artists.
Right.
Period. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because performing in front of other artists is one of the hardest things in the world to do. And
I
if you
agree.
can practice your craft in front of them and get them to move,
Right.
you on to something. Because when you get on these shows, y'all know what it's like. It's easy to just lift your finger, make some noise. This. But if you can get into an open mic and just practice your craft and get better, you really on to something.
What I was referring to is this right here. And I think this is where everybody gets me misconstrued, right? Mm-hmm. First off, obviously you're going to be independent if a major doesn't want you. Like, you don't have the choice to go major.
That's
right.
true.
That's just like somebody saying, I'm finna go to the NBA. No, you have to get drafted.
Yes.
Right.
Now, what I'm speaking on is you're able to get a deal from a major, and you're like, you know what? I'm just going to
straight.
keep spending my own goddamn money.
Now I feel you on that.
And the reason why I say that is this right here. I do business, and JR, respectfully, you do business. I'm not knocking y'all.
Yeah.
But see, it's a book I want everybody to go read, right? And it's one of my mentors. And you're absolutely right when you say there's all type of ways to do this thing, right? But if you're doing business right on a high level, right? Mm-hmm. We already know. You ever read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad?
Absolutely.
Have you read the cash flow quadrant?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. So on the cash flow quadrant, the S and the E will never see financial freedom, right?
Yeah. What's the S is self-employed, the E is employed?
Yes, right.
Okay.
And the B and the I, right?
Business, not business, investor
And the business,
and
right?
business. Okay.
Right. Now, the only person in the S that will see financial freedom is what? The specialist.
The specialists, doctors, lawyers. And
LeBron James, Lil Baby, Drake, who signed for $400 million. So you're trying to tell me that independently, everybody's been on record. To break a record, to break an artist, it's a minimum of $150,000, $250,000.
right.
Check this out. Go ahead, finish your point.
What independent person has that kind of money? Artist. I'm not talking about his Zet, because JR keeps prefacing.
Nah,
I
JR.
don't have to sign like he's the artist. What independent artist has $250,000 to invest in themselves, to gamble on
This
themselves?
what's going on. See, JR has cracked the code, and I'm just now figuring I'm getting in the
Right.
world and understanding it. So, like in the beginning, it's going to take an initial investment, to get it going.
I
And
agree.
JR don't even use radio to do that. So he's discovered the world of streaming. He's discovered the world that you can get $100,000 a
agree.
month, and he
Right.
has a formula to get there.
I
And so
agree.
he don't tell nobody that formula. You have to figure it out yourself. So that's
That's
why
not
he wants.
true. I
That's
do.
why. That's
Nah,
why
he put it out there.
well,
And
that's why he wants to stay independent, because if you're getting $100,000 a month off your streams, you can only reinvest into yourself to make it even bigger.
But that-
so I see that point, but I see your point as well.
But look, every time you take your own money, you gamble it.
That's true.
And not and not saying you not necessarily gambling it. Let me you can reinvest into yourself. But my thing is it's the same money. So why like
this is okay, let me say this. Let me say why I'm 2022, I'm pro independent.
okay.
Everything is public knowledge now, right?
Right.
And so publicly what's starting to happen is when these major labels and these large executives, you know, when they're selling these masters, something that used to be, you know, hush hush, we didn't know about it. Now we see. Now we're starting to see what it's really worth. You see Alamo 250. You see 300 selling for 400. You see 88 selling for 400. You know what they're selling? They're selling masters. The same masters that they bought off you for 50,000. You understand what I'm saying? So now that we have that public knowledge, it's open our eyes. Hey, this is what you're really worth. You never knew you was worth 400 million, but now you do. You understand what I'm saying? And so what I'm trying to do is make sure everybody out there. You're right. Everybody's not going to be that type of businessman, but that's why it's only one Mark Zuckerberg, and that's why it's only one Elon Musk. Because it don't matter what industry you in, it's only going to be a few people who can reach that level. There's only a few people that sold their masters for hundreds of millions.
And this is
I'm trying to inspire the next few people. I'm
see,
not going to
this
inspire everybody.
But see,
but the next few I might.
But see, this is where I hear you, and no disrespect to the great Wendy Day, to Ray Day. Like, this is the thing that my issue is this right here. You're speaking to business people, not artists, people who own record labels. Artists don't have money. So if I don't, on a ground level, if I don't have no money to shoot my video, the do my photo shoot, to get my features, to get my drip, to buy my jewelry, I don't have that kind of money to start out with as an artist, to pay for my studio time. Guess what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to sign to somebody. And if I sign to somebody, guess what they're going to want in exchange?
They're going to want either ownership or control.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying.
And that's fine. Listen, again, we're talking about a select few of people, but I never listen to nobody when they say they don't got money. Everybody here started with no money.
But if you're talking about a select few of people, though, JR,
bro, everybody here started with no money. But guess what? We here because we got up and work. We didn't let no money stop us. I'll never accept that as an excuse.
Hey, but I will say this though: even though they own their masters, if you do a joint venture, you're still gonna, you're gonna always get paid off those masters no matter what. You just have to bust it down. So that's one point I do want people to realize: when you do and you're hot, make sure you sign yourself to your company and do a joint venture.
And these people own 100% of nothing.
Yeah, so
own your nothing.
See, okay, I get it.
Like you're nothing.
You're talking to Walmart. You're talking to the general population. I'm not talking to Walmart. Okay, I'm talking to the motherfuckers that shop at Phipps.
Hey, but listen,
you understand what I'm saying? That means the select few, the 5%. You're talking to the 95%.
Both of y'all are right.
It's not about right or wrong
in this music industry.
Oh yeah, it's not about right or wrong.
It's not about right or wrong. This is what the reason why I'm so adamant about this is because I deal with so many independent artists on a day-to-day basis. And instead of focusing on being the best artist they can be, they're focused on, I need to control and own this and that. And I'm like, bro, your shit ain't worth shit.
I get that. And so what I'm saying is work until it is.